Good morning. Today we will discuss regarding advanced automation functions. In addition to executing work cycle programs, an automated system may be capable of executing advanced functions concerned with the safety and performance of the equipment. So, advanced automation functions include the following. First is safety monitoring. Second, maintenance and repair diagnostics and error detection and recovery. So first, safety monitoring. So functions of safety monitoring are to protect human workers in the vicinity of the system and to protect the equipment associated with the system. So there are two reasons for providing safety monitoring in an automated system. First is to protect human workers and to protect the equipment. Accordingly, it is important that the automated system be designed to operate safely. Safety monitoring in an automated system involves the use of sensors to track the system operation and identify conditions that are unsafe. So, possible responses from an automated system to various hazards are: first is completely stopping the automated system, second, sounding an alarm, third, reducing the operating speed of the process, and fourth, taking corrective actions to recover from safety violation. So above can be achieved with the help of sensors. Some of the possible sensors and their applications for safety monitoring are: first is limit switches. So limit switches to detect proper positioning of the part in a work holding device so that the processing cycle can begin. Second, temperature. Second, photoelectric sensors. Third is temperature sensors. So temperature sensors to indicate that work part is hot enough to proceed for a forging operation. Otherwise, forging dies might be damaged due to insufficient heating of the work. Next is heat or smoke detectors. So heat or smoke detectors are used to sense the fire hazards. Next is pressure sensitive floor pads and machine vision system. Now the system engineer has to anticipate the particular hazards and the system is provided with the sensing capability to detect that hazard. Otherwise, safety monitoring system cannot recognize it. Second is maintenance and repair diagnostics. So maintenance and repair diagnostics refers to the capabilities of an automated system to assist in the identification of the source of potential or actual malfunctions and failures of the system. So it is the capability of an automated system to identify the source of malfunction and failures of the system. So there are three modes of maintenance and repair diagnostics system. So first is status monitoring, second failure diagnostics, and third is recommendation of repair procedure. So first is status monitoring. So it monitors and records the status of a key sensors and parameters during system operation. So in a status monitoring mode, The diagnostic subsystem monitors and records the status of key sensors and parameters during normal operation. On request, the diagnostic subsystem can display any of the any of these status values instead of warning of failure. Second is failure diagnostics. The failure diagnostics mode is invoked or activated when a malfunction or failure occurs. Its purpose is to interpret the current values of the monitored variables and to analyze the recorded values prior to the failure so that the cause of the failure can be identified. Third, recommendation of repair procedure. In the third mode of operation, the subsystem recommends the to the repair crew the steps that should be taken to effect repairs. So in short, they have three modes of operation. First is status monitoring. It shows current system parameters. Second is failure diagnostics. It detects malfunctions and identifies the causes of the failure. And third is recommendation of repair procedure using artificial intelligence to suggest repair steps. Status monitoring serves two important functions in machine diagnostics. First is it provides information for diagnosing a current failure so that the repair personnel make the necessary repairs and replace appropriate components. And second, it provides the data to predict a failure malfunction or failure so that affected components can be replaced before failure. Third is error detection and recovery. So in any automated system, there are hardware malfunctions and unexpected failures during operation. These failures can result costly delays and loss of production. By the use of computer control, it diagnose the malfunctions as well as take the necessary corrective action to restore the system to normal operation. So first is error detection. So as indicated by the term, error detection and recovery consist of two steps. First is error detection and second is error recovery. So first is error detection. It uses the system sensors to determine and classify the error, that is random, systematic and aberrations. While designing of the error detection subsystem, systematically mention the number of possible errors that can occur during system operation. Errors must be predicted in advance in order to select sensors that will be useful for their detection. The two main design problems in error detection are: first is anticipating all the possible errors that can occur in a given process, and second, specifying the appropriate sensor system which is capable of recognize each error. If the error has not been anticipated, then the error detection subsystem cannot correctly detect and identify it. Next is error recovery. So error recovery is concerned with applying the necessary corrective action to overcome the error and bring the system back to normal operation. Generally, a specific recovery strategy and procedure must be designed for each different error. The types of strategies can be classified as follows. First is make adjustments at the end of current work cycle. So when the current work cycle is completed, the part program advances to a corrective action for the error detected. This action reflects a low level of urgency and most commonly associated with random errors in the process. Second is make adjustments during current cycle. In this case, the action to correct or compensate for the detected error is initiated as soon as the error is detected. Third is stop the process to invoke corrective action. So in this, the work cycle be suspended during corrective action without human assistance. At the end of corrective action, the regular work cycle is continued. And fourth is stop the process and call for help. In this case, the error cannot be resolved through automated recovery system. In this, human assistance is required to correct the problem and restore the system to fully automated operation. So this is regarding the advanced automation functions. Thank you.